Satnam. So today, yoga class, we're going to be focusing on our breath. So I have a Hatha flow. Hatha means union between the sun and the moon energy. So we have the sun and the moon energy within us. It's known as the Ida and the Pingala. The Ida is the left side of the body, which is regulated by the moon's energy. That is our feminine energy, us being sensitive. And then the Pingala is the more active masculine energy, and that's the right side of our body. So when we incorporate this type of yoga flow, which is Hatha, it brings those energies into union. So today's theme is what we call living is just a continual vibration of breath coming in and out. The breath is so powerful. The breath is what sustains us. This is what the soul needs for nourishment. So when we're breathing in, we're calling in what we're wanting and what we're receiving. And when we breathe out, which is the Apana, is what no longer serves us. So this is what we need to keep in mind as we're moving through this Hatha series. Hatha is a really great practice to add, especially when we're balancing out and harmonizing the energies within our bodies. But we're going to literally deliberately move our bodies as we are breathing, syncing the breath with our movement, okay? So when you're ready, I want you to take a deep breath in, a cleansing breath through the nose, hold it at the top, and breathe out through the mouth. And this time I want you to place the tongue at the roof of your mouth as you're breathing in, and really call in what it is that you want from your practice today. What is it that you want to receive? And release. All right, let's get started. What we're gonna start with is some gentle neck rolls. So I really want you just to roll your neck around gently. Do not yank your neck around. You just move it slowly. Logically, taking our time as we breathe it in and breathing out. We're gonna switch and go in the opposite direction. Come back to center, come back to center. And I want you now to roll your shoulders up and back away from your ears. Just loosen it up. And also roll your shoulders forward. Good. Come back to center, and now I want you to meet me in a child's pose. So come on all fours. The tops of your feet are planted into your mat. And all I want you to do is send your chest back towards your heels. Arms are straight out in front of you. Resting your forehead into your mat. And a couple of deep breaths in, allowing the breath to move up and down the spine. And from here, I want you to take your left arm and move it to the outside of your mat. So your arm should be outside of your mat. And I want you to take the right arm to meet it. And really stretch and really breathe into that side body. Good. Come back to center and let's switch to go on the other side. So the right arm is coming off of your mat, and the left arm is coming to meet it. Good. Come back to center, and I want you to come up into a tabletop position. And we're gonna just do some cat-cows. So center, and I want you to come up into a tabletop position. And we're gonna just do some cat-cows. So literally, you're gonna bring your chin to the sky. This is cow, and this is cat. Tucking your chin towards your chest. Tucking your tailbone in. Squeezing your core. And we're gonna breathe. Open out, breathe out, cow. Breathe in, cat. Really flexing the spine. And to keep our minds focused in the present moment, I like to chant a mantra. Mantra is a sound chant, a seed that we can plant as we're chanting. So I like to say Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat means, Nam means truth is my name. To keep you focused so your mind will not wander, because that's normal. Good. Come back into our facing dog. So as your toes are tucked under, I want you to press your hips up and back towards the sky, lifting up. Downward facing dog, making sure that you're really pressing through the palms. You're not resting all your weight into your wrists. And you're also just pressing and paddling one leg at a time. If this is uncomfortable at any time, you can put a slight bend in your knees. But really send those hips up and back and stretch it out. Good. Your hands and fingers are spread widely on your mat. Woo. Your arms should be about mat width apart. Keep moving and good job. All right. When you're ready, I want you to either step or hump to the top of your mat and meet me in your first forward fold. You're just hanging out here, relaxing the jaw, relaxing your head, allowing everything to just dangle here. Just moving very slowly, but we're still moving deliberately through each movement as we're allowing the breath to carry us. From here, you can grab opposite elbows and just sway side to side, releasing the tension off the lower back muscles, allowing the breath to go up and down the spine. Good. From here, I want you to place your hands on your shins for a halfway lift. Press the shoulders back away from your ears. Heart center is forward. Breathe in and release it, forward fold, breathe out. Breathe in, come all the way up to standing, stacking one vertebrae at a time, bringing the arms up overhead, gracefully. Now I want you to bring the arms out into a T for cactus pose, and literally for a mini back bend, stretching the back, looking at the sun, good. Come back to center, arms go up, and bring the hands together at your heart center for prayer pose. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. All right, let's move through and get that sun energy moving through our body. So we're gonna send our arms up, overhead, and we're gonna gracefully forward fold. We're gonna lead with our hips, come all the way down. Forward fold, halfway lift, breathe in, hands on your shins, heart center goes forward, flat back. Roll all the way down, plant both hands on the ground. You want to step your right leg back, knee on the ground. Left arm goes up, gracefully. Look up at your hands, place that hand back on the ground. Breathe in, hold your breath, step the left leg back. You should be in a plank position. Drop the knees, lower all the way down for Chaturanga. Come up halfway for Cobra, plant the tops of your feet into your mat. Hover right here. Your hands should be a few inches off of the ground. Good. Gonna come all the way up. Up dog, stretch the back. Breathe out. Push it back to downward facing dog. Step the right leg forward. Left leg. Halfway left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll up. Stacking one vertebrae at a time. Arms go up. Bring them back down to prayer pose. Hands at the center. Come back into a neutral position, and now I just want you to take some hip circles. Just rotate your hip around in a circle. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Last time around in this direction, and now we're going to switch and go the opposite direction. Good. And we're going to gracefully forward fold. We're going to lead with our hips. Come all the way down. Forward fold, halfway lift. Breathe in. Hands on your shins. Heart center goes forward. Flat back. Roll all the way down. Plant both hands on the ground. You want to step your right leg back. Knee on the ground. Left arm goes up. Gracefully. Look up at your hands. Place that hand back on the ground. Breathe in, hold your breath. Step the left leg back. You should be in a plank position. Drop the knees. Lower all the way down for chaturanga. Come up halfway for cobra. Plant the tops of your feet into your mat. Hover right here. Your hands should be a few inches off of the ground. Good. Gonna come all the way up. Up dog, stretch the back. Breathe out. Push it back to downward facing dog. Step the right leg forward. Left leg. Halfway left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll up. Stacking one vertebrae at a time. Arms go up. Bring them back down to prayer pose. Hands are at the center of your chest. Breathe in. Good. Gotta do the left side. Breathe in. Bring the arms all the way up overhead. Forward fold. Lead with your hips. Breathe in, halfway lift, heart center goes forward, ears are pressing back away from your ears. Breathe out, place both hands on your mat. Step the left leg back, knee on the ground, right arm goes up gracefully. Place that right hand back down, hold your breath, lift up, and we're gonna just bring our right leg back. You should be in a plank. Drop the knees. Lower all the way down. Cobra. Up dog. Press back. Child pose. Right here. Meet me in a tabletop position. Tuck your toes under. Push back into downward facing dog. Good. Step the left leg forward. The left leg forward. Forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Breathing in. Bring the arms overhead. Bring your hands to palms to meet each other for prayer pose. Breathe out. All right, let's keep it moving. Arms up. Overhead. Roll all the way down, leading with your hips and chest. Plant both hands on the ground. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. You should be in a plank pose here. Drop the knees. Lower all the way down. Plant the tops of the feet into your mat. Lift up for cobra. Up dog. Sitting back to child pose. Come back into a tabletop position. And now I want you to extend your right leg back behind you. Good. And I want you to have your heels lifted. And what we're gonna do again is balance out the left and the right side of the body. So this is a great posture or pose that will allow you to stimulate the apana and prana in the left and the right side of the body. All right, so your toes should be pointing down, the heels are lifted on the right leg. If this feels good to you, I want you to extend your left leg out in front of you. I mean, your left arm straight ahead. Good job. If this feels good to you and you want a little more, let you know this is level 1. For level 2, I want you to go ahead and lift that right leg up. Extend the leg right behind you. Good job. And then we're just going to bring that